We got low bandwidth throughout today. We're not really sure why, but
Yeah. It's like Back
oh,
to the Future where you're fading out of the photo.
I think those packets are getting tariffed. That's probably what it is.
Yes, it's the avocado tax.
Here we are.
Hmm.
Microsoft's 50th, is that today?
I think it's tomorrow, technically, but
Hmm.
Bill Gates did.
Oh, you
Oh,
just
did I freeze?
completely dropped. Now you're back.
No. Bill Gates did his thing yesterday, and then tomorrow is the event in Microsoft, which I think is at Microsoft, which is a going to have some kind of consumer AI component.
I hope
Sounds
they announce a
exciting.
speaker.
uh, it's just long memory, bitter heart.
That Microsoft doesn't have the ability to laugh at itself, so they would never do this. But I would, I would call it a career if they brought out an Invoke speaker, but just taped on the Copilot logo and being like, "Here's our new device." Like they don't have the balls to do that, but
Yeah, they could call it the Invoke Plus.
that would
I
be.
like it. That would be amazing.
It was a good speaker. I mean, it's made by H. Harman
It was a
Kardon.
good speaker. I wish they well, there's all kinds of things I wish, but they never did stereo pairing, as I recall. And I feel like that speaker stereo paired would have been excellent.
Then the next thing after they do that, they could have Johnson and Johnson walk out with their new thermostat with the same thing.
You are you are brutal.
Would
I
it not be
believe
funny though?
I had one of those, and I think she's not my stepmother, but I think it's in my stepmother's place. Like my because it was beautiful. It was like a glass thing. It was a
Yeah.
little podium. It was glass on it, and it was see through, obviously glass. But it would integrate into the wall, and with Cortana. Cortana is a safe thing to say out loud because nothing activates when you say
Yeah,
it.
that's the safe word in the AI space.
It's yeah. I'm gonna name my Alexa Plus. I'm gonna rename it to Cortana.
That's what they should do. I don't get a
I mean,
vote, but
Cortana
that's what they should do.
would go insane.
Yeah, I feel like Microsoft asked if I wanted one of those at one point, and I had just gotten a new furnace and HVAC, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, no, I'm not. But no,
I could never use anything like that. We had electric heat in the the
Hmm.
last house we had, and it was never going to work. Nothing like that. Nothing worked. I mean, it was just
There's a lot of
stupid.
wires in front of me. I need to clean up this space.
Oh, what else is going on?
I don't know.
Anything?
Switch did the Switch thing. Like, that's
Yeah, we're all going through the 7 stages of grief there.
mm-hmm. Well, the biggest stage of grief is that we know that the next Xbox is going to be $700. So
I mean, if it is, well, it doesn't matter. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying anything like that. I can't. I'd spend that kind of money on that kind of thing. It doesn't make any sense.
no, that the
We live
problem
in a
is
world. I'm
like
sorry.
what you could get, and maybe this is probably Microsoft's go-to-market messaging is right here. As we continue to explore leveling up the Xbox Series ecosystem, we determined that the price ceiling was actually becoming a problem, and so we determined that it's actually cheaper for you to just build a PC and install our hypervisor, and then you get the full Xbox experience, more power, and your own thing. Like that's
I think so. There's a complex web of licensing involved with these
oh
video
god,
game
yes.
platforms and everything. So, yeah, we've this has come up I think with you in the past recently where they're very clearly moving Xbox and Windows closer together as
Mm-hmm.
a platform, a single platform, whatever. This is good in so many ways and would benefit so many people in so many ways. But I think there are going to be issues in there with game licensing. I maybe we all made fun of Microsoft's this is an Xbox ad,
Mm-hmm.
but that was probably setting up for the future legal challenge where they were like, no, we said this was an Xbox.
Yeah.
you know, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, this is the dream, and this is the one thing that was, you pointed this out yesterday. It was missing from the Switch 2 announcement, and very much part of the Microsoft strategy with Xbox, which is backward compatibility. You playing your games wherever you are, making those games available as many places as possible, etc.
I'll tell you what,
So
I can't get this out of my head because you just said it. That would be the greatest legal bamboozle ever. Like they're negotiating with somebody like, yeah, this will only run on an Xbox. And then
we said it was an Xbox.
Yeah. And then like they're like, okay, we'll sign all that. Then like somebody turns around and goes to McDonald's, eats a hamburger, turns the TV on, and he's like, this is an Xbox. And it's literally everything. And they're like, wait a minute. That would be
I mean, I was kidding, but
hilarious though.
Yep. Yeah. We've changed the definition.
Please do it, Microsoft. I need Bill Gates' aggressive jerk Xbox or Microsoft to come back where they just steamroll things, because that's the only way they would ever.
Yep. And that's what we'll celebrate this week, the aggressive jerk that was Bill Gates and Microsoft in the 1990s. No, look, this was a minor addendum to an announcement about 2 weeks ago, but they do have 1,000 games now that are play anywhere, meaning they play on, well, technically on Windows and Xbox, right? So, I mean, there's your subset right there. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not perfect. Maybe it will get better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, is there some weird feature where we're playing Xbox Game Pass or streaming games from Xbox to PlayStation? Or I don't know. It's a brave new world.
Is it? Kind of feels
it's
like
a new
the
world.
old.
I wouldn't say brave. It's a cowardly new world, but whatever it is.
Anyways, we got a lot of rain last night, and more is coming. So, the first wave of the boss battle, I would say, I want to say victorious is the wrong word. Survived. Like at one
you should
point,
hang out a giant banner on your house that says "Mission accomplished."
I should.
With a giant raindrop emoji.
With a Cortana logo on it too.
Oh man, you are so bitter. I love that about you. You never forget.
I'm gonna be at the pearly gates one day. God's gonna be like, "What was your greatest accomplishment?" You know what? Bitching about groove music.
It's gonna be. You're right. It's gonna be like this list. Like, man, I don't know.
If you could let me pull up my calendar, I can see the future reminders to complain about things that I do log in there because I have some sort of mental problem where I need to follow up on things.
Just a black coating on your heart. Some kind. I don't know.
It's kind of oily. That's the goal, is to harvest that someday for lucrative gain somehow.
Sure.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I'd say it's early, but it's
not. It's really not.